Nathan, you're a bit gloomy. You should be a bit excited. 2 minutes left. Bye.
All right. Jeez. All right. Are we jumping in? Welcome to the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. I'm your host, Nafe. This is Rise. This is Chich.
We're glowing.
3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
For all our audio listeners, the guy chanting 3-1, that's Chich. Goes for Miami. We've got Rise. Say what up.
What up? What up?
He's Lakers, and I'm a Philly fan. That's for context of just like the energy of how this whole show is going to go. Dare I ask, how are we feeling, guys?
Great. I'm still trying to process the day, but 3-1. Couldn't be happier. Could not be happier with that result.
Well, I just want to. What are we doing? What are we doing in this show? You guys want to attack me? What are we doing? Like whatever.
Oh, man.
Do you want to be attacked now for the whole show?
Do I just put my hands up, head behind my back? What do you want?
We need to bring out the...
I just want to start putting up my defenses to start off with. I said I couldn't choose between Lakers and Warriors. I said my gut tells me Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't say I'm choosing. I don't know.
Don't trust that gut. You've had some problems.
Yeah.
Don't be trusting it.
I have had some gut problems recently. So that's my defense there. I've got no defense against.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
I got no defense against picking the Knicks.
Scared of the Knicks. You sound like a New Yorker. Those delusional folks.
A few episodes back, I said that there's no chance that the Heat. No chance.
No chance. You didn't even give Jimmy the chance.
We just took out the one seed, and it was convincing.
That's plus.
I know,
That's
but
absurd, isn't it?
Giannis was out.
Nah, man.
He played
was
2
there.
games. He was there.
It was
He
there.
was there. All right. Okay. Yeah, I've got nothing to say about the Knicks thing. I was just completely wrong. The Heat are now 3-1 up. The Lakers are now 3-1 up.
Say sorry to Lonnie, actually. You've been giving him shit all season.
Was I?
Yeah.
Well,
Lonnie.
But he's been on the bench the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Comes out when it matters.
I think
Comes out when it matters.
I think Lonnie was one of the ones that I was actually trusting.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I will say sorry to the Lakers and to the Miami Heat. The Knicks and the Warriors, you sort of let me down there, but it's okay. Here we are. The Suns and the Nuggets are 2-2, which is massive. We'll talk about that.
huge.
And my Sixers just
Scraping.
by the skin of their teeth go to Boston
Really?
for Game 5, 2-2. So where do we want to start? Which of the 4 series?
Man.
Should we start with the ones of today?
Yeah.
Let's knock them off.
Because this guy was missing yesterday. We missed your voice, right?
Yeah.
Last week.
Last week, and then for the
Oh,
live.
during the live? Yep.
So
You didn't get to. I mean, you tuned in for a little bit, watching me cry over
Game
Game 3 in Philly.
That would have been hard to watch. That's the game I rewatched that full game. When I was especially at the start, I was thinking of you doing the live. I'm like, Nathan would be having a tough one because they came out red hot.
Yeah. So that was tough, and we'll talk about that in a second. Philly Celtics, but we'll start with today with. Do you want to start with Lakers Warriors?
yeah, Lakers.
Let's say, yeah.
Start with Lakers Warriors. The Lakers lose game 2 on purpose. I don't know if we talked when we talked last, but the Lakers lose game 2 sort of on purpose. Not on purpose, but statistically, if you're a home team and you lose game 1 at home, obviously, you're normally going to come out blazing in the second game.
Yep.
Home teams barely ever go down 0-2.
We got blown out.
Just so the Celtics did that, the Knicks did that, the Cavs did that this series. I think it ended up being 16 games in a row, 16 series in a row that scenario has happened. But you guys went in with a mission to take game 1. You got LeBron and AD played the 40 minutes.
Yep.
The Warriors didn't do the 40-minute stuff. They didn't take it that seriously. And the Lakers came away with the win. Game 2, Warriors came out, got their win.
Yep.
And okay, it was like, wow, okay, advantage Lakers. Head back to LA.
Killed them.
Game 3, the Warriors were out-coached, basically, by the Lakers. And the Lakers' defense was just ready for what the Warriors are going to throw at them. And the Lakers won comfortably in the end. in Game
It's
3.
a good win. Lights are too bright for Golden State that game.
And then today in Game 4,
Yep.
the Warriors made the adjustment of starting the
Gary Payton.
the
Yep.
midden. Is that
I
what
wanted
his
to
name?
run.
The
Gary
mid?
Payton the second.
Yeah. They wanted to run. They wanted to get AD sucked up into some screens. And then Darvin Ham made the adjustment back.
Yep.
And basically the Warriors were a little bit shook in the second half. And here we are. The Lakers are in the inevitable 3-1 lead.
3-1. The LeBron 3-1 era.
I didn't get the chance today to look up the ratio, but 13 teams ever have come back from 3-1 down. Only
Yep.
13. So it's very, very hard. Like, it is so, so hard. Like, the Sixers were literally a second away yesterday from... Like, I was either going to be so happy or
0.2 of a second.
Yeah, 0.2. Like, I was going to be... If that 0.2 of a second, and I would be even more depressed than I am now. 3-1. And a lot of it can come down to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis and Darvin Ham really are the two main, guys.
Such a big presence there.
Yeah. So tell me about it. Tell me about how you've been feeling through this series.
The thing is, especially against the Golden State Warriors, you can't think you're okay.
Yeah.
I just think you can't. I don't even feel okay. I feel good. But I'm staying complacent, just letting the energy happen today. But tomorrow, I'll come back to the real world, and I'll wait till when is it? Friday our time? No,
Yeah.
Thursday our time, for Game 5, and we'll see what happens. Because the third quarter of this game today, I thought we're done.
Yeah, the Warriors.
The last
are
5.
on.
Yeah, I thought this game is done at the end of this third quarter. It's one of those games where it will decide in the third quarter. And they had a 10, 11-point lead. And it almost looked like we were just a bit defeated. We stuck with it. Lonnie Walker, great job. 15 points in the fourth. Big 3 to start the fourth quarter as well, which is huge.
Yeah.
Big steal as well to take the lead. And we just closed it out, and AD just defensively killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it.
And second game in a row. AD played well, eh?
Yeah, it's normally the odd numbers. So I don't know if the next game is going to do good or Game 6 is... I don't know what's going to happen, but...
What is it with... like we've got these guys in, I guess, in the NBA, but in the playoffs, like Jamal Murray, James Harden, Anthony Davis. We've got some guys who one game they're not there.
Yeah.
And then the other game they're the best player on the court. And it makes for some unpredictable
It's
times.
hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Cheech, you and I both, I think, went with our gut. You can predict that Steph is going to show up. You don't know exactly what you're going to get with the Lakers. How do you absorb? Are you a Laker hater like me?
No.
Oh, right.
Well,
how do you feel about this whole one game it's Rui, then the next game it's Lonnie Walker. And then the next game it's someone else. AR or whatever, like in all these different...
D'Angelo Russell. We just got the firing power.
Instead of me saying, this is fucking bullshit, like, instead of me just going on about how they're going to fucking win these playoffs or some shit just from a role player stepping up.
Exactly.
Like, you tell me how you feel and how you absorb all this. Do you think that, like, when it comes to finals time or even Western Conference finals, do you think that having a Lonnie or a Rui, just a role player from the bench, step up, do you reckon that's sustainable? Or do you reckon LeBron needs to step up, arguably?
Scored 27 points.
What's your take on it?
Well, I thought LeBron would have needed to step up, like, to
By
be
now.
LeBron. Like, he's doing that managerial stuff, or just watching it play before, like, orchestrating the offense or defense. But, these role players and them stepping up, it's quite concerning because you don't know who to guard. Like, you know
That's
what I mean?
right. And you don't plan for him.
You don't.
That's right.
You don't. Looney came off the bench, hasn't been playing since arguably
Game 1.
Well,
Yeah,
significant
Lonnie,
minutes.
Lonnie.
Lonnie
Lonnie
sorry.
Walker, sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
You said loony.
Loony.
And then, but I don't know if it will work in the Western Conference Finals, just because either Suns are so consistent. If you look at that Sun game, and the Nuggets are quite consistent themselves. I know, like, what's his name? Murray is up and down, but the Joker is just
Yeah. The
consistently
Nuggets
amazing.
are overall.
It's 2 versus 1 out there. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, as for, I'm thinking as a Miami Heat fan, if we go into the finals, I'm quite scared because you can't particularly scheme for that one person.
Yeah. So are you more scared? Are you getting at? You're more scared for the Lakers
Yeah.
being bailed out, or the more scared for the opponent having to deal with these-
Dealing. Yeah, exactly. The
Okay, so you think
opponent
it's good for
dealing-
the Lakers?
It's good for the Lakers.
Okay.
And
I'm still. I know I'm a hater, but I'm still curious if you can rely on these bailouts from these role players. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it's not usually the case, especially if you get to like I don't want to get that excited, but especially if you get to like a game 7 of a finals. What do you play, like 5 guys? No one sits on the bench. You don't get like Lonnie and you barely even get bench time. So what I'm getting at is, now I guess I'll swing back to you. How do you feel about these bailouts from like Lonnie today?
Lonnie,
I know that AD's killing it in some games.
Yep.
But from what I'm seeing...
like D'Angelo Russell took over last game.
Yes.
He was the guy. He was the guy. If it wasn't for D'Lo, we probably wouldn't have won. But as well as everyone's little efforts. But at the same time, I think, just like Steve Kerr said and Curry, and not this isn't me just being a Lakers fan, but we got a lot of firing power. And obviously, they are role players, so they're not like the ball always goes to them. But people like D'Angelo Russell, he's streaky. He can get hot. Lonnie Walker, obviously, he's streaky. No one's just really seen it, but he's a streaky person. AR has proven that he can put it in the bucket, draw fouls, get contacts. So I think we've got a lot of different pieces that, like you just said, teams are going to get hurt if they try double AD, LeBron, and leave one of these other guys open because they're just playing good basketball. They're playing the right basketball, and they're putting in the hoops. So
if you get to the Western Conference Finals against either the Nuggets or the Suns, and then say you get to the finals against, the Celtics.
Doubting already.
Wow.
We'll say sorry
You
later.
better take off
That's
that
all right.
jersey, that jumper right now.
I'm trying to be humble. The Celtics,
Yep.
are you okay with, all right, today, like, we're talking about West Finals or Finals.
Yep.
Are you okay with the thought that today we're going to, because it's a bit of experimental.
Of
It's
course,
like
yeah,
today
it is.
we're going to see, has Vanderbilt got it? Has Rui got it? Has Malik got it? Has
I don't think you say Malik
Lonnie-
or Troy Brown anymore
okay.
off the bench because we
But
hadn't
even-
seen them
yeah,
today.
But even so, apart from Malik, are you okay with this experimental mid-game? Yeah, as in
Adjustments and
well, not adjustment. It's more like
they take
you
over.
don't even know who's gonna not take over. You don't even know by the end of the game who's gonna be the best player, who's gonna be like the go-to guys. In this game.
I think
it's very experimental.
I'm
is the
okay
point.
with that because if LeBron's passing up the ball, it's just like, as corny as it can sound, he trusts in that person, and for some reason, when people feel like when LeBron trusts in you, they real like sometimes the lights are too bright for them players, but at the same time, I think these players on the team right now respect that, and they're just taken to another level.
Yeah.
And AD is just defensively, he's just a power machine. Offensively, we got our juggernauts, as I've said all year.
Yeah.
LeBron and AD, we're going to try to go through them as much as we can. Teams, the only way they're going to stop them is really when they get doubled. And then it's just up to LeBron and AD to give it to the right guy, and they make the play. If they don't, then LeBron and AD will just try to go all the way.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy with that.
See, this LeBron is different to the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
He really likes the players that they have
Yep.
and the culture that they have, and they're feeding off it. And that's really giving them confidence to play the basketball that they are playing.
And so far, to be honest, he's also worse. Like we've mentioned that, and we mentioned that last week. He's not as good as he was at the start of the year. I think this foot thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think I don't know what it is.
He's getting surgery when he's done this season.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he, like you said,
I
we
think
we
this-
won't know he's gotten surgery, but he's going to go do
I
it.
think this foot thing is like maybe he can't feel it. You know what I mean? Maybe he can go out there because he can't feel pain, but I don't know. But he's not. This Lakers run is going to go as far as AD will lead them to go.
Yeah.
He's the.
But at the same time, LeBron's still been, in most games, the highest point scorer
I know, but
in most games.
but
he's
LeBron
not,
has
he's
a lot
not
of
taking over like
LeBron has a lot of tools as
the
well.
LeBron.
He can shoot.
Yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
He I'm not saying he can't run.
Yeah.
Like James Harden. For example. I know we're going to talk about how good he's been soon and stuff like that. But if his first 2 threes don't go in, because he can't jump anymore, and that's not injury, that's old for James Harden. Like, what I'm saying is, it just comes a point, if LeBron's leg, if he can't feel it, so what I'm saying is he could be another level or two more than what we're seeing, higher than what we're seeing now.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
impressed now, he's
I
better
know.
than that normally.
Exactly. I still
And
feel like
this is
we haven't seen the best out of him since these players have started.
Well, I think that might be. I think it's because I think this is all we're getting.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see
Because
if
I'm surprised we haven't seen it.
And I think
Yeah,
that's the
that's
talk
right.
now. I think
Very,
it's
very
people
surprised.
are surprised, like us, that we haven't seen LeBron fully take over a game.
yeah.
And not that he hasn't need to, because we could have used that, but at the same time, he hasn't needed to. Sometimes he looks a bit shallow, but I still think he's got the skill,
Yeah,
he's got the
we'll
power, he's got the
see.
strength to
I want
take
to
over.
see. Obviously,
So-
it's going to have to come out in the next few rounds.
Yeah.
But even this round, if the Warriors can somehow force a game 7, and that'll be in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
I don't doubt him.
I'd love to see.
Gosh.
I'd love to see what LeBron has got
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really what I want to see because I want to see their ceiling.
People
We still don't
want to
know.
test LeBron.
I
People are
just
trying to.
Because it's bloody entertaining, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's bloody.
It's something.
It's bloody-
People can't just. What he's doing right now is so great that it's not great for people, for anyone.
We've been
Well,
spoiled for like
that's-
20
even for
years, bro.
myself,
We've been
that's
spoiled
true.
for 20
I have the
years.
same
I need to
feelings.
see it again because
That's
we're not
true.
getting
I want to
enough.
see it too, but it makes you nervous because you never want to
You never
get
want
to the
be
last
in
string
that,
and like have that to
that
happen.
situation.
That's right.
But I think it's more than
And,
possible.
do you think where do you see the series going from here? Like for Golden State, will they?
They might get in the next game, but
It's tough to predict.
yeah, I don't.
It's
I
still
don't-
tough.
Because the champs, everybody's saying, "Oh, but the champs." But I think Golden State, as I said with Kings, I just feel like they've just been too laissez-faire about everything, just not tightening the strings, and that's why they're
their
in this
role players
situation.
aren't doing what our role players are doing.
Yeah,
Executing.
that's right.
Exactly.
They got 2.
Do the Lakers just mail this next game
Oh
in for
no,
rest?
no, we'll win it if we can.
Nah, there's no way. They're gonna do a Grizzlies. It's gonna be 30-point blowout, man.
I think we'll clean them up if we can.
You reckon? You reckon you're gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
Because
there's
I
no
think
way.
because with what we're talking about with LeBron,
They get the
LeBron
rest,
had-
and then they come back
Yeah.
home, so they're fully like they're not
Exactly.
fatigued.
it worked in game. Look at you. You
Yes, it
went
has.
for it in game 1, stole it,
Yeah,
mailed it in game 2, and now you just won 2 games at home.
yeah.
Can you
I'd be
imagine?
thinking about, and I reckon they're thinking about,
Yes.
No, they're doing it 100% because you need to conserve AD for the next
and
the
LeBron,
next series,
and even LeBron, even this LeBron we're getting now. I reckon you need to conserve.
Yes.
I reckon he's got a serious injury.
I believe that, but if they can close it out, like they might, David might give him a bit more minutes and a bit less minutes to LeBron and AD, and if we find out by third quarter with a couple minutes left that we've got a 5-10 point lead, I reckon he just inserts LeBron and AD and we close him out.
yeah, I don't mind that.
Like
It
really depends.
I
how
was
the
thinking
first
on the
half goes.
LeBron thing still. Actually, I was thinking about how long for 9 years or whatever it was, or 8 years, how automatic it was. Oh, LeBron's going to the finals. That LeBron team
Yeah.
finals, get him in the finals. These last 2 years, or 3 out of 4 years, whatever it was, that LeBron missed the finals, missed the playoffs that 1 year as well, or 2
Yeah.
years missed the playoffs. I think 3 out of 4 years you guys missed the finals. We've forgotten. We just talked
We
about
forgot.
being complacent with LeBron and like, or
Beast
ungrateful.
was asleep.
Like, are we just? My question: if you had to sort of just like close your eyes and like pick one, do you feel like we're just going? Not you. You.
Don't choose me.
Do you feel like if you just had to like put your hand out, right arm for yes, left arm for no, is LeBron going to the finals? Are the Lakers going to the finals? Because
Right hand, yes.
Is close your eyes and just throw an arm out. Is it? Are we actually doing this again? Is this inevitable?
Yeah.
You think they're going to the finals?
Yeah. It's now home. I thought it would, it would be more 50-50, but
I'm talking NBA finals. I mean,
oh,
NBA.
NBA. But even that, it just feels like now, like
He's so
all
locked
this
in.
Laker noise was pissing me off at the start, but everything's just gone their way.
He's so locked in
Just
compared to
on there.
It's
everyone.
interesting.
And then these guys, Suns and Nuggets, are just mad, exhausting games.
Did
That
you
I'm
see that
like-
last game?
That I'm like, you guys won't even have anything else.
I
When
know.
these guys are conserving their
AD
energy.
won't even have to jump to block. He's just going to be standing there.
So, I don't know.
Final question on this series. I know we just talked about
Yeah.
it, but how many does it go for? Who wins from here?
Game 6 Lakers.
Game 6 Lakers. Okay.
I'm going Lakers in 5.
Oh, why do you have to just? What?
Edit that out.
Because I don't like to pick a
For
loss.
anyone who's new, we have a term on this show called Laker Brain, pattern pending, and this is the leader of them. Why can't you just be really?
You know what I'm trying to do? Because the day we prove you wrong again, I just want you to say sorry again.
But why can't you just be like, you know what? I'll be like.
Because I like to be the I like to pick the underdog, and we're an underdog for the next game, and I love it.
All right, so if it goes back to LA and you're not the underdog, who are you going to pick?
But it's in LA.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You're
But
going to
I'm
be
a
the
Laker fan.
favorite.
Yeah. We win either way.
Okay. So Lakers in 5, Lakers in 6. Man, it's hard.
I really want it to be Game 7.
What's your gut feeling? Because don't go with it.
I'm ready for the
Wow, my gut
toxicity.
feeling is Lakers in 6. I feel like the Warriors will, in one way or another,
Alright,
squeeze
so
out
Lakers
the next
in
one.
5.
And then the Lakers, it could go to 7, and this is insane.
Yeah, don't.
It'll be
I don't want to
crazy.
think about that.
It would be crazy if it gets 7.
Well, apart from, I didn't spend the time really
Oh,
looking
that
into
would
it.
be in Golden State. Nah, we can't be having that. We can't be having that. It's like, we can't be having
We have to do it live for that
can't
one,
be
man.
having
But
that.
it goes without saying, just like today, no one helped Steph. Someone needs to help Steph.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Like, next game, they're at home. Shooters shoot well, better at home. Role players shoot better at home. So, whatever. Golden State probably win. Sorry. Game 6, Steph can't come out, like, carrying. Like, Steph can't... He can't have to do absolute... Like, those shots
See
against...
the shots he made.
The shots against AD at the end, where
Oh, yeah,
AD was had...
That was like out of sync.
Steph,
the last one?
Steph was
The two last
exhausted.
shots.
Yeah, Steph was exhausted, and he's
He
trying
done a
to-
one-leg fader.
No, but that was great.
When does he do a
I-
one-leg fader?
that went in and out. That was it just popped in and out. At the second last one.
Yeah, but the second one I didn't like because
Yeah.
The one-leg
the second one
Yeah.
he just was out of. He
Yeah.
was just like, I'm just gonna put this up,
He should.
and then it was so far away, had high arc, and
Oh,
then
the first shot was a one-legger, sorry. The mid-range
anyway, the
midi.
gist is that Steph genuinely feels like I've got no one here.
Yeah.
Clay's not working. Poole is almost unplayable.
0 points,
Gary-
-6 efficient plus
Gary
minus.
No bad
Payton-
bitches on the court.
Gary Payton isn't an offensive player. They can't play these other guys. If the Warriors have any chance of even getting it to 7, let alone winning the series, it is so simple. We can go through all the analysis, but someone
They've got 20-year-old Moses Moody that they're relying on in the
someone
corner.
needs to help Steph.
That's been playing pretty good.
Yeah, and maybe the
Give him
whole
credit.
difference this year can maybe just be put down to Jordan Poole, because if Jordan Poole was scoring,
If he gets 20 or 18,
Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
they'd probably win today.
Yeah.
Right? And then what is the difference of them? Like, do they go on and win another championship? Like,
Seriously.
Jordan Poole is just doing nothing and he doesn't defend. It's weird. It's crazy.
And just careless turnovers.
And they
like
don't have
7 turnovers.
They
a
don't
game.
have, like, I know DiVincenzo's decent, but, like, Otto Porter would at least shoot like the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
I think that the Warriors can get to 7. I'm not going to say that they can win the series. I just think it just won't happen. But I think they can take it to 7. But Clay's got to start hitting. Maybe Poole can't even be played. Clay's got to start hitting the shots. What was the game? Game 2 when he hit 1 million.
Yeah. All right.
What a different
None
game.
of them are missing. Even Jordan Poole.
What a
wasn't
different
missing.
game when Clay hits shots.
That's right.
You know, like Steph is great and the Warriors are great, but he can't actually do it by himself. So
No, he's got AD.
He was one shot away from it.
yeah.
AD is
And he was
guarding
exhausted.
Curry on the perimeter.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Making it tough. for
He
Mr.
shouldn't. I
Handles.
wouldn't. I know. I'm not an NBA player, but I wouldn't have shot that if I was Steph. I would have tried going past him.
It would have got blocked.
Yeah, but it's
Nah,
worth
He
it.
tried already the first time. You saw him dancing. And
I know.
It was really
was
intense.
dancing, yeah.
Really intense
But
tango,
he
man.
was dancing, trying to get the three.
You know, AD used to be a point guard growing up. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
He
fucking-
knows. He knows the
Bro,
moves.
I was
I-
like, my groin muscle was snapping when it was doing those
If
dance
I'm
moves, man.
Curry, I'm trying because it's exhausting
Yeah.
trying to get a 3 like that. I know we're talking about Stephen Curry, but even he can be tired. He played that whole fourth. He probably would have played most of the third.
See LeBron come off in the fourth
Can't do it all.
for
either.
literally 2 seconds. He comes off.
Yeah.
He walks to the end of the bench, stands up, like at the end, talks to someone for like 5 seconds, walks straight back to
Yeah.
the table, and they put him back in.
Insane. Well,
Insane.
Lakers look like they have it from here. 3-1 down.
We'll see.
Only 13 times in NBA history has teams come from 3-1 down. So history is on your side. Let's actually stick with the West and talk about those Nuggets and Suns.
Yeah.
I said to you guys in the group chat yesterday with that Suns winning Game 4. Game 4.
Yeah.
I think I've clicked in
Game
this
4
year.
or game
Game
3?
4.
Okay.
Game 4. Game 4s are massive.
Mm.
Game 4s are such massive points because you're either going to go down 4-0 or you're going to go down 3-1.
Yeah.
Someone's going to go up 3-1 or it's going to be 2-2 and you're basically 0-0. You know,
I think it's one of the toughest games mentally to
fours
prepare
are
for
massive.
and close.
The
Yeah.
best. And that's why I said, let's hold off the pod for one more day.
yeah. Chichi made the call.
Not bad. The Game 4.
That's it, man. So, and I said to you guys yesterday, well, I was taking a moment. The Suns winning that Game 4. You and I said on the live. Someone
We
asked
spoke
us
on the phone yesterday.
Yeah, someone asked us, what's happening with Nuggets Suns? And we're like, oh, well, they'll get one of them. Well, they'll get one of these.
Yeah.
Nuggets will go back to Denver 3-1 up.
Yep.
And the Kevin Durant and Devin Booker go for 86 points in Game 3. And then they win for 83, I think, in Game 4. And Landry Shamet.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you this.
That was like a Lonnie, I guess.
If the Phoenix Suns bench points beat your bench points, you're going to lose. You're going to lose.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that you must beat them in, and it should be automatic. And Landry Shamet, and Cameron Payne, whatever, but Landry Shamet getting his points whatever he got, and then beating them in the bench points. KD and Booker get 1 million points.
Yeah.
Your role players must beat the Suns' role players. And that's just sort of like a second thought, but it's also the first thought.
Mm.
I don't know how to say it, but
Crazy.
we go back to Denver
Unreal.
2-2, and it feels like Denver should get that one.
I didn't.
Home advantage, altitude. Oh, don't tell me you're swinging again. You're the biggest overreactor
I like
ever.
swinging it, man.
Oh.
I'm like swinging
Oh
it.
my God, you were
I
saying.
don't know.
Oh.
I'm really,
Yeah.
really.
Wow.
I actually don't know.
You know
about
what
that series.
that series has awakened me to? That these Suns are like they're undefendable. And this Chris Paul going away has unlocked something else with the Suns. I like it when they're faster. Chris Paul was holding it up too much, slowing down the pace too much. This fast pace.
I just like now you just say Devin
because
Booker goes zoom,
it's
straight down.
KD's playing like AD.
But even
Defensive end. It's crazy.
But even with the lack of defense, you can't don't tell me you're all the way swung over to Phoenix now.
No, I'm just really shook.
Oh, right. Anyway,
I've now seen the
if
light.
I had to put my house on what's happening tomorrow, Denver,
Really?
one of the best home advantages in the league. Yeah. They've lost 2 games.
I think
saw-
I'll back
I s-
Denver.
You really? Because you didn't see
Jokic, Murray.
You didn't see Jokic like pour out his heart into that game for game.
Yeah.
Like on the bench, he was like, I've never seen him so animated.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
scuffle
yeah.
with the
There's only two of them.
with the fan, aka owner, and then him doing like it was 1 versus 2, arguably, and he was doing like what we call suicides, going up and down, like his whole body. you know how he's got that truck of the
Yeah. The way you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like-
He really runs like this.
He was like he understood the importance of that game, and I think he really pulled out the tank in that one. He did no LeBron saving.
But as per Steph, you can't do it on your own. And role players, Jamal, they step up at home. I reckon
That was
tomorrow.
a great game to watch.
We're seeing Jamal.
goodness.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great offense. Good. If
Yeah,
you want to watch,
great offense.
If you want to watch some fun, if you want,
Oh yeah,
the best chess game,
They were not missing in the third.
the best chess
Unreal.
game series that we have right now is Lakers
Lakers
Warriors.
Warriors.
It's a very coaching series.
Mhm.
Nuggets Suns is
just
just
offensive
shots.
stars.
But even
just
Jokic
shots.
went on his run where like just playing like a big guy. You know, they were saying it during the game. He's just backing him up, little hook, he was destroying all of
The
them.
way I love how he
And they
hooks
got
it,
nothing for it.
and the ball just stays on the rim.
Yeah, I don't
And it's
I don't
just
know.
The softest touch.
It just, but he did blow a layup.
So,
Yeah, he did. He
So
did.
imagine
Blow
this
out.
tomorrow.
Flat tire on
Jokic
it.
gets 30, 12, and 15.
Do they win?
And
we
this,
don't know.
No, hold on. And then also, Gordon gets 18. Porter gets 15. And Murray gets 35. They're
Are
winning.
you
They're
Are
gonna,
you serious?
they're gonna win that.
You know how much effort that needs?
I know, but they did it in the
That's
first 2
crazy
games.
what you need to beat
You
the
can't.
Suns.
And then
It's
KCP.
crazy.
No, hold on. No, what? What did you ask?
Nah, I was.
No,
I
bro.
mentioned
What are you?
KCP
Are you
specifically.
acting like we haven't seen it in the first 2 games?
I haven't. I didn't
You know
know.
what?
I didn't know that they
Clippers would
could
have beat
keep.
the Suns.
Bro, I've never seen people putting up both hands, like 2 of the hands.
Yeah.
You know, and blocking their view completely and getting it in. Booker doesn't need no free throws, no foul baiting, no nothing to get his shot off. I'm completely done at 180.
Ah.
Wow.
Literally.
He's
I'm not
change your
saying that
heart.
they win, but I'm just very, very impressed.
Wow.
Like, this whole, like, I was saying they're going to be fatigued for sure. But for me, it's looking like Nuggets
another-
are going to be fatigued.
That's another part of this.
Because they're really relying on Jokic. And I thought the young guns I thought the role players for Nuggets have finally understood their plays. Aaron Gordon, Murray. But they only have like maybe half a quarter. They're not showing up for the full thing.
Yeah, but Nuggets have home court advantage. We're going back to Denver. High altitude
High
tomorrow.
altitude.
high altitude, but everybody's suffering
So
the
if you had
same
to-
energy burn.
If you had to
That's
put-
what I'm saying.
You had to put your house on who's winning tomorrow.
Nah,
Who you
there's
win.
no house. I don't have any house.
Anyway, wow, you have just totally. The other day on the live, someone asked us like, "Oh, who's winning?" Whatever.
Oh yeah, I was
you-
confident.
And
Confident. 3-1 scenario. Confident.
she's
on
just
that.
like Denver, definitely Denver.
we can move on.
Man, you swing.
Man, I
Anyway,
like
Change
no,
your heart.
we can't move on. We have to keep talking about it just briefly. KD and Devin Booker.
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Lights out.
I've got, and I hate, talking about, Chich and I do admit it's sad, but we do admit to listening to Bill Simmons only because people need to get quicker podcasts out, including us. Bill Simmons and Game Theory podcast, Daily Ding, they're the quickest. They get it out after the game. And so I just chuck on anything that's talk back after the game. What I'm getting at is, unfortunately, I thought of this take, and then they said it on the Bill Simmons pod. So I feel like this is every week. You know
Should've
what
TikToked it.
you know what I'm coming to? I think I'm there. Devin Booker's better than Jason Tatum.
100%.
Yeah,
After this,
Yeah.
1,000%.
Devin Booker's better than Jason Tatum.
Look. There's a particular person since Soldier. I've been shitting on Devin Booker since 2016. Me and my brother were going through Devin Booker's career for 30 minutes last night. Because I said, after watching that Game 4 performance, look,
Admittedly,
it's
he's
Give
on
him
a
his flowers.
Admittedly, he's feeling it, But he's better than
Completely
Jason.
changed
Like
me,
we've seen
man.
enough. He was an MVP candidate last season. He was injured a lot this season, but he was on fire when he played. Devin Booker's
Hasn't he scored? What was it? Was it
Unbelievable.
61 or 71 or 80?
he scored 70 in a game.
70.
It
Yeah,
was
71.
a
Oh,
bit of
but
a stat
actually,
padding
yeah,
game, but he
yeah,
did
yeah.
score 70. I think I mentioned literally on the live, and I've said this before because I get angry about how people try and put Tatum in tier 1. Tatum is not tier 1, and I said it literally just on the live the other day that he's in that tier with Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker.
Yep.
Perhaps like Devin Booker is either at the very top of that tier, or maybe there's like a middle tier, like maybe tier 2 is the Devin Booker tier, and Tatum's in that tier 3. And doesn't have
Wait,
to.
Who's on tier 1? So I understand.
Giannis, Jokic,
Okay.
Embiid.
I give Devin Booker on that tier 2, but he's ready to definitely be in that tier 1 after this.
You
how
reckon?
this plays off. Yeah, because he's been to the finals. Well, he'll be in the finals twice now if all goes to plan. And I thought, look, I'm very hard on him because I don't like scorers just for scoring.
You think Devin Booker's in the same tier as Jokic and Giannis?
He's about to be.
Yeah,
That's why I say he's his tier by himself because I don't see anybody else.
We need to wait. I need to
that.
wait till the end
Nah,
of this.
I'm not
playoff.
ready
Need
for
to
that.
wait. Need to wait. Okay, we can
I
wait.
need to wait.
But I'm
happy
just
to
shook
wait.
after this series. man.
But let's not get one
Recency
thing twisted.
bias.
Also, let's not
He's
get
hot
one.
right now.
He's very hot right now, but they're also bad defensively. Denver.
Oh,
We've
they're-
got 2 offensive teams, no defense. Like for example, I know that D'Lo's different, but Gary Payton comes in, D'Lo can't breathe today. What if, for example, the Warriors made it out of this series, and then the Suns made it out, and then we had Gary Payton on Devin Booker for a whole series? What are we seeing? I'm not saying we're seeing zero. I'm just saying we're seeing a different series for Devin Booker, are we not?
Yeah,
If Jared
yeah.
Vanderbilt
It's-
was on him too, I don't think he'd get. I don't think he'd be gone for 30.
It would be something like of that Bucks and Sun series where
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, and then that's where I really get on Booker because I'm like, oh look, you're better than this, blah blah blah, and like I really
The Nuggets and the Suns both bad defensive.
and that's
teams.
why maybe that I'm definitely on the recency bias kind of thing, and no defense is definitely playing that part.
Yeah, but anyway, we will get in the lab with those takes.
come back to
in
that
the-
one, yeah.
in the next season, maybe the off season, all that sort of stuff. I'm currently in the lab with Malcolm Brogdon's better than Jason Tatum take. I'm working on that with the the tubes. I'm just working out the formula.
Just mixing it.
I know that Malcolm Brogdon's definitely better offensively than Jason Tatum. I'm just got to find a way that he's.
That means Jaylen Brown is elite. He's like
Jaylen
tier
Brown.
1 almost.
What else can we say? Jokic is unbelievable. Devin Booker's unbelievable. KD is more and more feeling it in this Phoenix
He's
jersey.
100%. For me, I think it starts. Defense is important. Have you seen how many blocks he's
I've been
had?
saying it. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
And then he just goes on the offense. It just
When you're that tall though, you need to play defense.
yeah. But
you
I've
should
never
be
seen
good.
it. I've never seen it like this. I never saw it in Golden State. Did
So
you see this? Have you seen this?
there's a little bit. No, yeah.
Because DeAndre Ayton can't do
He's a good
anything.
help defender.
Is it because there's no defense in the Suns that he has to be the defensive
He's a good-
role?
he's a
And
good-
that's why.
Think about it. He's the 4th guy. DeAndre Ayton is not doing what people think he should
Yeah.
be doing, especially defensively. And your next biggest guy up is KD, and he's down low. So
Yeah.
it's
And-
like
and
you
as
got
I
no choice. It's like, am I going to watch this guy just drive, and I'm just going to not get posted, or shit, I'm the next tallest guy. I better get up.
And as I said, in terms of help, he's always been a great help defender.
Yes, yeah.
Like when, as you said,
As a second guy, yeah.
Yeah. So when Jock or DeAndre Ayton,
Get blown by, whatever.
yeah,
He
then
comes
there's
through,
KD.
help.
Okay. I can't really think of much else to say. Devin
Oh,
Booker is
okay.
amazing.
What's the
KD
prediction so
this,
far?
Yeah, that's what
What's
I was
the
going to get to.
prediction
So,
for me, I ain't saying shit.
yeah,
That means I go. Me saying nothing goes back to my default.
give us your recency bias.
My recency bias wants to go with Suns. But I can't. I need to see what happens in Denver.
I'm
I'm
still going Denver.
I'm going Denver as well.
In how many?
I think it's 6.
Confidence.
You think they?
I think it's.
Because don't forget, they've been close in these last 2
They nearly
games.
beat him
but
last.
everybody's been close.
Yeah,
Every game's been close.
that's like you said.
I know.
This whole
I know,
eight
but
can win it.
Denver.
Anyone can win it. That's
Denver
it.
looked the more like they're gonna steal one.
I just don't know how much Jokic has got it.
I don't think Landry Shamit's going to be shooting like that
that's-
ever again
this
in the
is
fourth.
thing. I don't think Landry Shamit's gonna
You don't
keep
think so?
doing.
Because I think the coach is now like, oh, I actually have players.
No,
and
no,
he's trying to do the LeBron thing now.
No. It's not about. It's not the same thing. It's not like, oh, we can. You know what? We can trust one of these guys to go off. Landry Shamet can't be trusted.
Yeah, that's what I'm really
He's
worried
been to every
about.
team
That's
and
what
hasn't
I'm
made,
really
hasn't won it.
worried
Are you
about.
saying that stat?
Yeah, that's not a new strategy. But the thing is, the Suns actually have to rely on it. That's the scary
Yeah.
part for them. As a Suns fan, they actually do have
They've
to
got
go,
no other guards besides
have
Devin
to go
Booker right
back to
now.
it. Yeah.
That's that they can actually rely on.
And if
Cameron
without
Payne's been playing horrible,
Yeah.
and they've got Landry Shamet.
Without
that's
Landry
shooting
Shamet,
sometimes.
they'd probably lose that game.
Yeah.
Jokic
No, they
is,
definitely lose that game.
Jokic's 53 becomes a winner.
Crazy how much he had to do.
I lean more towards Denver. Denver still look more like they're going to steal one than... And even if they don't, I don't know, actually. Maybe
surprised
my
that
mind
offense,
is saying to me, Denver in 6 or Suns in 7. Because if we go... Oh, I know that it's in Denver for the 7th.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah. No, wait, is it in Denver for the 7th?
Like I would never count.
Yeah,
out
of course it is. Of course
I
it
think
is.
Kevin
if we
Durant,
go,
that's
if
the
we just
thing.
go home games, yeah, you just go Nuggets.
I've got.
But you don't
Denver.
think
I've got
the
Denver
Suns are
and-
gonna ride this coattail?
No,
That's what
I'd
I'm
say
really worried about.
I do have hope and belief because I can't go against KD.
because I just think they Nuggets emptied the tank.
No.
I really like. You
If
didn't
there's
see
any
it. Where you
tank
watching?
being
They've got too
empty.
many players.
That's
to-
right. If there's any
they've got
tank
MJ
being
pa-
emptied,
them.
imagine, would we all be so shocked if Devin Booker tomorrow goes like,
20 points.
like he
25.
just can't make a bucket? We wouldn't be shocked because he's fucking exhausted. If anyone's,
We've been waiting for him to hit only 20.
if anyone's exhausted or like emptied the tank, it's them. And they're going to the altitude.
They don't have depth.
The
at all.
altitude's a real thing.
They don't have a
They've-
bench.
They've done it in the altitude,
And they lost. And they lost
but it's
both.
relatively close though.
As in like the two
The two
Place.
games.
Nah. The first one wasn't close. The second one was maybe a little bit
Yeah,
close.
close.
Anyway, nah, bro. I'll be stunned if Phoenix win tomorrow. I'll be like, what the fuck? But knowing
That's
me,
what we're here for.
that's probably what's going to happen. I do have Denver regardless, I think. Especially because if Game 7 was in Phoenix, I'd be like, okay, KD
Different
and
story.
Booker might just do this.
I don't want the Suns to get
Save
through.
the energy, put it on. Save the energy, put it on. But it's not the case.
That's right. Now, we'll go over to the Eastern Conference. Where would you like to start? With the Heat or the Sixers?
Let's go Heat because I think it'll be quick and easy.
In game 1, the Heat made an adjustment at like second quarter. They said, shoot jump shots to the Knicks. And then the Knicks, ever since, for 2 weeks, can't shoot jump
Like
shots.
20% or something.
So...
Was it Jimmy Butler that was injured the second game
Yeah.
and then he just came back and was just
and he was like laughing when they were losing. Because he
he's
just
crazy.
knew.
He's actually crazy.
He's the
Telling you.
best. That's the thing. The Mitch Robinson can't do his thing in the paint. They're making it. Brunson and Randall are a little bit, they're a bit hobbled.
Yeah.
Miami Heat's hobbled. If anybody wants to say anything,
Yeah,
Miami,
okay.
they're like, okay. You
I
guys
was wrong.
understand.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Miami Heat's
wrong.
hobbled.
I think-
Bam's got a hamstring.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry, his booty always holding him back. Butler's ankle. Then we have no Oladipo, no none of our shooters in what's his name? Hero.
Hero, yeah.
Please.
Yeah, no. I was wrong. I didn't think that the Knicks. I thought that the Knicks could do better.
It's
Go.
nah. I'm gonna.
I think the Knicks are still on a high from the first round, and the fans, and it's just like an expectation of, the Knicks, the power head, like the
surprised.
name.
I'm surprised.
They're gonna make it because I'm surprised a bit too.
And they took care of the Cavs, who were very good.
Yes, yeah, give them props.
Took
but,
very good care.
No, you know what? I think I'm just more surprised at Miami and Jimmy.
It is.
It's
surprising.
not
I'm
even
not
the
surprised.
Knicks losing. It's reminding me like, shit. this is real. Like
Before you
still
go
can't believe
on,
it.
I just want to say to all Knicks fans, anyone out there who is a Knicks fan, you can still be very excited. Like, basically, this is, in a way, the first year of the new era. The first year of the new era. You didn't trade everything for Donovan Mitchell. At least for the last few games, RJ Barrett has started to step up. So maybe, I don't believe in it, but maybe RJ Barrett will get better in the future years. You don't have to stay with Randall in the next few years. You don't have to stay with some of these old pieces. You can move into the new future with like your Josh Harts, your Brunsons, your Mitch Robs, and your RJ Barrett if it's going to work out, and you're quickly, too bright of lights for quickly, and then he got injured. He was terrible before his injury.
Yeah, terrible.
But this is all actually signs of a team who is new to the playoffs.
Yep.
And the Cavs were the same. They were new to the playoffs. I know Donovan Mitchell wasn't, but they were. That as a team, they haven't got their playoff scars, as Chris Vernon likes to call them. Like, for example,
lashes.
like the Warriors, the Heat, the Lakers, the Celtics now. All these teams, like pretty much everyone except for the Knicks, has been like punched in the mouth in the playoffs. And you come back the next year, and that's why, for example, like the Sixers, we brought in PJ Tucker. He's 50 years old, but PJ Tucker is actually probably more valuable in the playoffs than someone like, I don't know, like Emmanuel Quickly, because he's been there and done it. He knows
how to deal with it, how to get through
like
each.
That. So don't be too doom and gloom, Knicks fans. This has been.
He's a Knicks fan.
I think
Lazy.
Lazy's a Knicks fan.
For me, I'm more worried about Cavs because I was like, how we're chopping up the Knicks, and then how Knicks chopped up the Cavs. I was like, wow. So Cavs were that bad?
Well, we'll see.
That
I'm sure if they feel like they have to, they'll give it another year. If the Cavs have to press emergency button,
well,
they'll make some. I don't think they have to yet.
Donovan Mitchell's contract is it next year's his last?
Should have
deal?
kept K.
Oh, you reckon he might leave?
Donovan Mitchell?
He's a free agent, bro.
Well, no one who wants to really stay in Cleveland.
All right, now, sorry, were you going to brag about the Heat?
No, it's just we're good.
We're
fine in the East.
I trust Jimmy.
We're fine.
When Jimmy to talk shit when they're down, even the Milwaukee game, that last game, he's talking shit to Drew Holiday when they're a few points down.
Yeah.
I was just like, this guy is nuts.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, it's like, it's crazy to see.
I really hope that we verse Philadelphia.
I'm gonna watch a game tonight.
And then we're gonna make everybody. And then we're gonna see you in the finals.
Yeah, bubble league.
Let's go.
I'll take annual leave every game for that series.
I don't even have to say it again because I've said it in past pods. If we make it through the Celtics,
He thinks it's a clear run.
I'm not saying we'd sweep you.
Steal.
I'm so sorry, but if we happen to make it through, whoever wins the Celtics versus Philly series should be the favorite to win the title, bro.
But no, that's one thing.
That's
Favorite
true.
is one thing,
That's
but is it convincing?
Yes,
It's
I'm
not
saying favorite
convincing.
because it's convincing. No. I think I'm so scared of playing the Heat on a normal basis. With Hero out, and then I'll just stop there. Hero out. I said this 2 weeks. I've said this for the last 3 weeks. We've just got too much talent for you guys.
No, you don't. You have so much inconsistency for us to demolish. We have.
Is Gabe, Vincent, and Max Struz, are they Stephen Curry? Are they?
No, they're consistently going to make sure they do their role.
They're consistent.
And
is
on the
a
defensive
is a
end,
mid
and
Tobias
defense to
Harris game.
offense. We've been so hot on three. Like we're shooting. We're like number one on offense, bro.
Where's my popcorn?
I said
So
to you,
Where's my popcorn?
The train keeps going. The train's left the station and it keeps going. We're going through all the level crossings. We've bulldozed Bucks. We've bulldozed the Knicks, and we're bulldozing Philly or Celtics.
You got
That's
the Milwaukee Bucks coach fired.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. What was I going to say? I've forgotten. But anyway, I said this is what I was going to say. I said to my dad and I said to some Philly fans, I
Get in
said,
the confirmation.
if we, after we lost game 3 and I was so sad, if we can't win this fucking game 4 at home against the Celtics, I'm like, if we had lost that game yesterday, I think I would have fucking totally. I don't even know. I would have moved. I would have moved.
Let's talk about it.
No, but
Okay.
and in that same manner, if this year's different, I'm not saying it's different. We're gonna win. I'm just saying that the team we have this year, if we didn't beat you and the pieces of wood that you put around Jimmy and Bam, the planks of wood.
Third stringers, let's go.
If we didn't beat
J-League's
that
fine.
team, I would be embarrassed. You know what it would be? It would be a failure. If we didn't beat that team with the team we have, just personnel, I would be so ashamed. I would be like, that'd be like the Hawks 2.0.
So you won't say the Embiid injury played a part.
No, unless it looked. Listen.
This guy always ready for excuses. Miami makes no excuses.
No, I wouldn't unless he literally like.
Oh, here we go, man.
Hold on. If it looked like if it looked like he was literally not the same guy.
Doesn't he look like he's not the same guy?
No, he looks like he's the same guy now.
Nah.
So the injury would not be at this stage would not come into play. But if he was literally unable to move,
he's got the Yu-Gi-Oh card ready. It don't matter.
whatever. Okay. Anyway, where do we think this is going from here? Miami got it.
Miami's got it 5. Let's go.
Miami probably even win in New York next game.
Yeah,
5.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Jimmy likes New York.
Yeah,
he's
he-
made that.
Oh, you know
place his
what?
bitch.
I think he would happily close him out, and that would make him happier. It'd be a better story.
You nearly beat him in game 2.
Yeah,
You
it was
nearly
just the ref messed us up.
Without Jimmy.
Yeah, when I saw that game, I was like, oh, I'm wrong. When I saw that they couldn't,
Okay.
I'm like,
clean us up in
yeah,
game
I'm
2
like, they're
proper.
struggling to beat them without Jimmy. I'm
Yeah.
like, the Heat have no one.
Yeah.
The Heat have no one here. Well, who's playing?
And Bam wasn't
Who
playing
scored?
well. Bam wasn't playing
Who
well.
scored
Well,
for them?
Kevin Love did all right, but I don't fucking know. Anyway, the Knicks, sorry, but no doom and gloom.
Boys!
The last
See
series
ya.
that we need to talk about, 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, our time, Game 5.
I feel stressed thinking about it. The game that there is a game 5, and
So, had we spoken last week before or after we had won? I can't remember.
when James Harden
Had won. Our first game was on a.
was it before the lot?
Was
Oh,
on
no,
a.
like,
Our first game was, I think, on a Tuesday,
Yeah.
and we recorded on Monday.
Yeah,
yeah.
we
So
did,
we
yeah.
hadn't even spoken
about the whole
like
lead
the whole
up.
series. What a series it's been.
He's got a little bit of glimmer of hope now. Before he was dead.
Well, no.
Like, at the
But I get
start.
excited because I'm thinking about game 1 now. 'Cause now we have to recap.
Backtracking. We're backtracking. Wait till we get up.
Before
Wait,
game 1
tell us the
started, Embiid announced officially out. Everyone in the world's like, all right, this is not even going to be a game.
I'm betting Boston.
Celtics come out, don't play defense, and Harden and D'Anthony Melton, especially in that first half, kept up offensively. Celtics, big mistake, letting us not playing defense. And James Harden was feeling it. James Harden, the man who doesn't step up,
Houston Harden.
hits a massive 3 at the end of the game to steal game 1 in Boston. The first game, listen to this, the first game 1 of round 2 we've won since 1986. That tells you how bad we always do in round 2. And then scheduled loss, game 2.
Scheduled loss.
They come out. We play Embiid. We discussed this last week. We play Embiid, and you can tell now in hindsight they played Embiid to get some rust
out.
They're like,
You have to.
we're probably going to lose. Get out there, play, and
rhythm.
get match fitness. And then they kill us. Whatever. Harden was terrible, but that's fine. Then game 3, Embiid shows up. We play decent. We'll watch this live.
At home.
Chich and I. We're at home. We're back in Philly. And in terms of weird stolen the advantage, we need to defend that game. We need to win that game. 2 minutes left. We're down by 4. We're in this game. And Harden just is not in the game. Harden wasn't there.
Ben Simmons it.
Ben Simmons, Harden. We lost that game because of Harden and rebounding, but we're always shit at rebounding. And then in game 4, Game 1, James Harden comes back. Game 4, James Harden hits another 40. Joel plays well for 3 quarters. And then, you're going to like this, guys. I am saying this. Joel Embiid froze in the fourth. I don't know if you guys
whole fourth?
Caught it, yeah. He froze. Like, if we had lost, I'd be saying...
Joel.
We'd be down 3-1.
Had a bit of offensive fouls and all that.
Yeah,
Broke down.
We'd be down 3-1. We'd be basically out. And I'd say this one, that fourth quarter is on Embiid.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys saw the footage of PJ Tucker yelling at him.
Yeah.
He was so PJ Tucker got an and one.
Yep.
And then of course, like whatever. And then everyone's going crazy. And he goes into Joel's ear and yells at him. Why? Because Joel was frozen.
Yeah.
He was saying to him, fucking
rev him up.
Fucking play. We need you, bro. Because
PJ Tucker.
So we dominated game 4. We were up by like 10 to 15 all game. We came out hard. We played so well. Joel played well. Harden was playing well. We came out like we should. And then the fourth quarter, slowly, the Celtics kept chipping away. They actually took a 5-point lead with 2 minutes to go or something like that. And luckily, just scrapped it together. And then we took it to overtime. Marcus Smart missed a 3 at the end of regulation.
Yeah.
He actually missed it. He didn't run out of time. Don't know why they go to Marcus Smart for their game winners.
He's just in that position.
I know.
And it's like, why can't you switch Brown?
Yeah.
And Marcus, Marcus Smart should be at the
I think they just flood.
corner.
They flood Jason Tatum and Brown.
You'll see later on that they run in that game. They run that same play like 3 times.
Yeah.
And Smart is just
LeBron
in that position.
was passing him the
and
ball,
you're like,
he
Brown
would have
is in
hit
the
it.
corner.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell? Flip him around.
And so Marcus Smart front rims the first one, overtime. Overtime was very back and forth. And then Harden hits the big 3. Awesome stuff. Jaylen Brown, mistake from doubling Embiid. Didn't need to. Or shouldn't have, basically. And then they had 18 seconds to get a shot. And Tatum starts driving in with 5 seconds left. You go at 8. When you're winding down the clock, you go once 8 seconds left, you go in.
And the weird thing was, it didn't look like there was confusion. They were kind of organizing, but it was on him, to be honest.
Yeah, and so Tatum goes in with 5 seconds left. By the time he cops the help and he gets in there, he throws the pass, and we're down to 1 second by the time Marcus Smart catches it. He recognizes it, and you can see he just sort of volleyballs it up, and but he still had the ball in his hands, and we were that close.
0.2, I reckon.
We
0.2
nearly
of a
blew it,
second.
and I gotta say,
Wait,
Joel,
did the shot go in?
Yes, it went in.
It went in.
It
went in.
Clean.
Yeah, because he was at the top of the key.
Everybody was like,
yeah.
They realized, and they put it on the jumbotron before, the TV read.
showed it. So, anyway,
So they nearly had you at your home.
That's it. They really did, and that would have been so shameful because
it was a good
this
game.
season. I know I say it every year, but this season we brought in the PJ Tucker. This is the year that shouldn't be like the other years. Like Harden's probably going to get older next year, of course. Like this particular year might be the best swing we get.
Peak.
Right? You can't lose 2 games at home, even to Boston, who are that good. Like, we are good enough to at least get 1. And fucking thank God we did. But yeah, just that note, Embiid froze up. Embiid froze.
I bet you froze too.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Al Horford blocked him 3 times in the last 5 minutes.
He's been playing great. Al Horford has been playing.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't want to verse
great basketball.
That's why I don't want to verse the Celtics, just because of Al Horford. I'm okay with Tatum and Brown.
Plays on the perimeter, drives
Horford's
strong
something
when he does, and it's great.
Do you think your team is actually better than Celtics, or?
It's hard because you're asking a person who talks from the heart. The answer is no, but if both teams play their best, even they'd probably still win. But I don't know. If both teams played, I think we're just more inconsistent. We're more unreliable. Whereas these Malcolm Brogdons, even Al Horford, fucking Tatum and his fucking shit.
Just play.
Tatum. Tatum.
He hit some tough shots
Get
as
that
well.
on
No,
though,
but
this
listen,
that on a
man.
reel.
Listen, man. Listen about this Tatum motherfucker. You know when I'll give it to him. He's clutch.
telling
He's
Juice.
clutch, right? He's clutch. But that's all he is. He makes one shot a game, and yes, I'm exaggerating, but he makes one shot a game, and in the last 2 minutes, top 5. He's a top 5 player. The first half, he scored 2 points, and I think they were both fucking free throws. He did nothing in the first half. Second half, yes, he was part of their comeback, but I'm telling you, this guy's... when I look at him and I see Brogdon make a million threes, Jaylen Brown, the jitterbug and the threes, the everything, and I just see all these other players carrying him, I'm like, do people not watch this when they say that just because they were the best doesn't mean that their best player is... Anyway, let's not do another Tatum rant. The point is that, to answer your question, no, I don't actually think that we're better. But if we play our best, if Embiid and Harden play their best and Embiid doesn't freeze up, I think that arguably, here's another thing. I think that arguably right now, Harden's peak is better than Tatum's peak, as in right at this moment.
Yeah.
And that
Harden's
might be
peak. Yeah, no, that's...
because that might be controversial
Good
because
take.
Harden doesn't defend. Tatum's a great defender, I'll say that.
Yeah.
He's a great defender. Harden does zero defense. But, man, that
Harden's
game 1 and game
offense
4.
is crazy.
Yeah, that game, when he's actually hitting, that game 1 and game 4, it's like Murray. I think about how this might end up being Jokic and Embiid in the finals. Such similar teams. Embiid, Jokic, Harden, Murray, both inconsistent, but when they hit 40. You know, you got your Gordon, you got your Tobias Harris. You got your, there's so many similarities. You know, your little Bruce Brown, your Tyrese Maxey, your this and that. If that ends up happening, we're gonna have a hell of a series. But forget that. I don't know. Do we start talking about where it goes from
I
here?
think we just opened up a dream. I need to shut it.
So Philly, Boston, who you got?
No, I still got Philly because I've got some chips on that one. I believe that we can beat Philly. So I'm going for Philly.
Well, in what manner? Do we win tomorrow?
Is it in Boston?
Yeah, Boston, Philly, Boston. If it has to. So we're definitely
Boston,
doing.
Philly, Boston.
We're definitely because it's 2-2. We're definitely doing Boston, Philly.
That's a rough
And if
one.
it's 3-3, we go.
What
to
did
7
Embiid
Boston.
score last game?
34, and then he froze. So that's what I'm saying. He killed it and then froze.
And it was only away for game 1.
Yeah. And we won. So that confuses you, doesn't it?
Throws me off. I'm thinking
we're
maybe
used to the pattern.
maybe the third game he's like ready to just
If Embiid
be
plays,
a beast and just score just everywhere and anywhere.
if Embiid plays like he did in game 2 and 2.5, and then 3.5. I mean, if Embiid plays like he did in games 3 and then first 3 quarters of game 4, and Harden plays, he doesn't even have to drop fucking 40. If Harden can give us like 30, is that all right, Harden? 30?
30.
25? We can take
Nah,
25.
it's 40 or
just
10.
not 12. 12 is bad. Bad.
If he does 20, Tyrese Maxey needs at least 18.
Yeah, right? So, but what I'm getting at is if Embiid and Harden show up,
Yep.
you interpret what that means, I'm confident. I reckon they can actually be the 2 best players on the court, even against this title favourites team. But can't guarantee that Harden's going to show up. Can't. Just can't
I
guarantee
think Jalen
it.
Brown's probably the second best on the court.
Yeah. I can
He's
give you
so
that.
good.
I can give you
the
that.
Mars Brown.
It's illegal.
But Harden,
I'm still salty.
Harden's just one of these guys. I mean, there's a few of them, but he's one of these guys when he's feeling it, just like game 1 and 4.
Yeah.
It's there's not many guys like this. It's just that every shot goes in.
Yeah. It makes it the good, especially when he drives.
Yeah.
It's like, shit. Like back then, especially Houston, when he
yeah.
drive, it was like, he's going to Euro, he's always going to finish or he's going to get a foul.
Yeah.
He gets something out of it or just quick lob to the...
The thing
to
about
the
in
Capella
Houston though
or
is that back then it was more reliable. It was more. He could have off games.
So
but-
Embiid doesn't catch lobs. That's the problem as well.
Yeah, that's in terms
He's got
of
no one playing
But they've
above
got a
the rim.
good they've got a good short roll game.
Embiid plays on the foul line.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, and he started missing those.
But
in
that's
the fourth.
easier to
has he?
to defend.
In the fourth, he
I
did.
feel like
Yeah.
he should just catch the ball somewhere down low and just.
And he does sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do lobs, that's right.
But that's what I think AD should do as well. Catch it closer to the ring, but he plays sometimes on the foul line and.
AD's better lob threat than Embiid.
He's better than Embiid,
Embiid's one. No. Who's better?
Defensively.
Who's better right now, AD or Embiid?
Playing right now,
Yeah.
AD's playing better than him. Defensively,
Embiid's just been off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
injuries.
yeah, right now you would say AD.
All right. So,
But KD's
how's it happening? How's it happening?
far out.
You sort of pick sixes. I feel
Yeah,
like that's more
pick
what you want
sixes.
rather than you think.
Yeah, that's like
That's
as
what I
I
want
said
too.
through my own bias, that's my pick and that's my pick, man.
I need to
However
see
you
Miami
do
and
it,
Philly in the East.
however you do it, that's it. That's my pick.
What do you got? You can be
Oh.
honest. You can say Celtics.
No, but I genuinely watch.
It's hard.
It's hard because seeing a good game of the Celtics, like the one game 3 that I watch, I was just like,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
gonna beat them? Like
Yeah.
I was really like, God
Defensive,
damn.
offense.
Yeah, I was like, they've got Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown who no one could stop. Then they got Brogdon, they got Derek White.
But we were in that game. One thing I think
Yeah,
I've learned
yeah,
from this
yeah,
series, I
that's
know
right.
that we're really good, but one thing I've learned from this series, I was just expecting, but game 2, I just think all these
Forfeited.
game 2s forfeits. Same with Lakers in San Francisco.
yeah,
But every game that we've gone at them for real, for the whole game, I still expected
there.
us to give them our best shot, and they win by 20. What I've learned, and that Bucks thing was so massive. What I've learned is that you can actually, even tomorrow in Boston, I'm pretty confident that they're not going to beat us by 20.
yeah.
It
It was just like you just. beat them.
I agree with you. They should be the favourites to win the title, Boston. But right now, and that's what I was meant to say before with the Suns winning that game because everyone was getting the Nuggets momentum. The whole NBA world was saying, all right, maybe the Nuggets are the favourites because Philly and Boston are punching each other up. Maybe the Nuggets are really the favourites. And then when the Suns leveled it up,
yeah.
right now, other than maybe
The
the
Suns are
Lakers, sorry for the disrespect to the Heat.
No, that's fine.
Other than maybe the Lakers, no one's really taking care of business in the second round. Yeah.
I think Philly need to win tomorrow.
Yeah, because
They
if
need to win tomorrow.
Because them, it's
Then
scary. I mean,
I think that
you can't have 2 good games back.
I
to
want
back.
you to win, and I think you need to win tomorrow to make it out. If you do not win tomorrow, you may as well lose the next game at home.
as in and lose the series.
Yeah, and save your money instead of going to Boston.
I honestly can't even comment because my heart comes into it too much.
Yeah,
If I had to pick,
His heart rate's
if I had to
racing.
pick what's gonna happen,
you gonna
from
be able to
here,
sleep tonight.
No. If I had to pick what's gonna happen from here, we're 2-2. We're going to Boston.
Swallow it, Dave. Say it.
I think they're gonna win tomorrow.
Philly.
No, I don't know. Boston. And then
Philly will win at home.
I
Guaranteed.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Philly
And
will
then
win at
you gotta
home.
go
I
back
know
to
that.
Boston.
I know Philly
You
will win
reckon?
at home. But I don't know if they can win tomorrow. That one's a...
You don't know. Maybe Game 7 for Boston, they might just go into a shade, and they might just not turn up properly.
All I'll say is that as good as they are, Boston, all I'll say is that right now, the position we're in it feels different to other years. That's all I'm saying.
I hate Boston versus Philly.
Why? Because it's so...
I don't
I
know.
hate it.
It's just you can't pick it. You don't know.
But
There's no
normally you
clear
can,
cut.
and that's my point. Like, Philly are so fucking, what is the word? Shitty. And we always, shit the bed. Right now, I feel like most of the world would agree, we've got a real puncher's chance. We've got a real chance.
This is your best chance since having Jimmy and JJ ready.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's all I'm going to say. I just feel like if it does happen, I'll be like, that's because we showed. These, I know, and it was carried by Harden. Right now, go through who would be your playoffs MVP. AD, Harden,
AD, Booker.
AD, Booker,
Joker.
Jokic, and
Butler.
Curry, Butler. Are we gonna really say Brunson?
Not
Harden,
really.
and I would actually give
Booker
it.
and Jimmy.
I would actually give it
And
to
AD.
Jimmy.
Jokic.
Jimmy.
Yeah, we said it.
Yeah, I'm just going through each team.
Not in order, because
Jaylen Brown.
angry.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, and I'd have to give it to Harden. And Harden was dog shit in the first series against Brooklyn, but like anyway,
You just need
bro.
to win. You
Anyway,
need to win
bro.
tomorrow. Huge.
Anyway, bro, I can't think about it.
Stress me out.
I hate that it's literally in 12 hours.
Yeah.
I was like to my dad before, I'm like, oh, do or die tomorrow. He's like, what do you mean? It's,
Yeah.
he's like, it's not game 7 or game 6. He's like, if we lose, whatever. I'm like, yeah, but we need to win every game, Dad. I need us to win every game.
Do or die every
I
game.
can't lose any game. I can't lose any game from here. So I don't know what to say. One last thing on it. Embiid in the press conference after, he said, I was terrible. I need to be better. Yeah. So, and I hope to God that, as I said, I did listen to Bill Simmons after, a little bit of a hate listen, because I love hearing him sad about the Celtics. And they were like, oh, how could we even dare give Embiid the MVP, him and Russillo? They're like, how could we dare give him the
They all
MVP?
reject it.
Jokic drops 53. Like, it's just so automatic. Like, he's so much better than Embiid. I was gonna send it. You know, you DM the player. I was gonna send it to fucking Embiid and like, look at what these Celtics motherfuckers are saying right now. Do not fucking freeze up. Do not freeze up, Embiid. Tomorrow. The funny thing about this podcast is when you're all seeing it, he might have frozen up.
We can play it back.
But Embiid, I hope you've heard all this noise. And I'm so happy Jokic hit that 53 because Embiid cares about that stuff.
Yeah.
He would be like, fuck, now I need 50.
You know what makes me worried though?
I need to fight
keep
it, no.
Embiid
Oh, we didn't talk about it.
having to, now he knows he needs to take over.
Might get...
Will this make James Harden hesitant to being himself, and will he just defer to Embiid?
Yeah, I
It's
hope not.
fine if he defers to him and Embiid's just on a roll. But if Embiid's struggling and he's deferring to him and hesitant, it's
We
just
need
like,
good James Harden, and
shit.
we need MVP Embiid, and we need good James Harden. That's what we need. That is the NBA semi-finals, conference semi-finals. Pretty much by the time we speak next, they'll all pretty much be wrapped up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they will be. I think I actually saw that all the Game 7s will most likely happen, and your one's not going to 7. But they'll...
Saturday?
No. Monday.
Monday.
Our time. Monday, our time. So Sunday night, there's going to be like... If they need to be, there'll be 3 Game 7s.
Okay.
So they'll be wrapped up next time we talk.
Game 7 Sunday.
Yeah.
And then
Monday, our
maybe Game 7.
Nah. Heat and Knicks isn't going to 7.
That's crazy.
It's not going to 5.
So that means, we'll catch you there.
I don't
Yeah.
talk about Game
So
7s.
we'll talk you in time for the beginning of the conference finals next week. Thanks, guys.
No,
Thank
been
you.
Fantastic.
Good luck.
Been a good one.
Good luck, gents. I mean,
Good luck for you.
What am I saying? Good luck. You guys are 3-1 up. You're in luxury.
I'm not saying
Nah,
anything.
Lakers
I'm
is
not
a bit
saying
scary,
anything.
but like,
But the
they
Warriors
can do
have
it.
to win 3 in a row.
Look,
That's gonna sound great.
I'm not gonna.
I'm
It
here
sounds
for
great, but I'm
the
not.
most-
Yeah.
I'm here for toxicity.
Yeah.
If Golden State can win 2, I'm there for the most
And
toxic
I
game
know
7 ever.
it's just
Ready.
one last thing
Make
on
me
that.
nervous
I know
already.
that the redemption 3-1 comeback is there, but I don't think LeBron
We'll take that.
will
nonsense.
allow it. He'll with one leg. I don't think LeBron will ever let anyone come back 3-1 on him. You know what I mean? I'd be very confident if I was a Lakers fan. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. And if you're just listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, hit the 5-star rating and the like and the subscribe and leave any comments or whatever and all this sort of stuff. And we will talk to you next week. Let's go.
When he's sticking you and taking all your money.